And we actually got it resolved. Thank you very much to everybody who came in at the blink of an eye to come support me and get it all sorted out. You guys are absolutely amazing. Would not have got it figured out without all of you folks trying to throw everything at the wall to get it solved. You guys absolutely rock my socks, baby. And we're not even gonna miss the start of the race. Can you believe that? Whew, that was stressful and close. Sorry there's no intro, sorry there's no pomp, but we'll have to do a livery showcase while it's happening live. It looks like 16 teams, 32 drivers taking to this race here today. Renai, if it's putting you two different cars, it's because the person who is the captain of the team or the primary driver needs to get in first, and then the second driver can get in, and then you've got to swap back and forth. It's a whole song and dance. Let me see. We've rejoined multiple times, nothing has worked. Well, I finally just got in, and only when the race was starting, so maybe try now, if that makes any sense, with your primary driver. It's pretty crazy, not usual, but green, here we go. Like I said, no pomp to get us started, but we've got Tad Szynski and Paul Sezek in P1, P2, Roland Schreiker's in third, Joe Wilson in fourth, trying to make moves, now into third place. We've got Thomas Pierlo also in fifth place, Vasily Majid, excuse me, and we've got Sergey Sebastian, Chris Wright, Callum Scotland, Casper Scotland, Caleb Driscoll, Martin Steinbeck, Alex Perry, Thor Homestead, I believe, and Peter DeConnick, Roy Niedhart, and we got Farid Servad Yeah. Side-by-side action between a couple drivers here going up into the mountain section. It looks like Chris Wright's livery. I can't tell who that is. That is Chris Wright livery. Almost went into the wall right in front of Callum Scotland. It looks like Martin Steinbeck was able to get ahead of Caleb Driscoll. Woo! Definitely seems to be a server issue. Not to say that I'm glad that I'm not the only one, but I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because that was frustrating to say the least. Mountain time, mountain time. Where are all my mountain boys at? Nice. Okay, let's take a look at the front. Tad Szynski chasing down Paul Sezek. Thank you for the subscription, Proto Gowanda. Appreciate you. Thank you again for everybody helping us get sorted out with these technical difficulties. That was super irritating, but I'm glad we got it resolved. Thanks for the help of everybody who's watching. And again, thank you for the subscription, Proto Gondwana. You are the heart of my life right now. I wonder why. Because that was a YouTube subscription and didn't show up in my feed. Sneaky. I was wondering why that didn't show up on my feed at the top of the screen, but that's doing its thing normally. Secondary data, let's get the race gaps going. Solo enduro racing, that'll be punishing for my lower backside, but we'll see how that goes when the time comes. Roland Schreiker chasing down Joe Wilson, who took that position from him nice and early. Roland Schreiker rocking this Lambo again from just the other day, chasing down the Ferrari in front of Joe Wilson. Oh, that's a McLaren, excuse me. And we've got Peter DeConnick into the pits already with Homestead into the pits already. Was there an accident at the start? It sure was. Let's take a quick look at the accident that took place. Who is this involving? Looks like Fazley and number 89. A little bump and grind between the 89 and the 61. No love lost between drivers Sergey Sebastian. And that's got to be Fazley, right? Oh, Fazley dropped out now. I think Fazley's disconnected from the server. Anybody correct me on that? Fazley looks to be disconnected from the server now with his issues. I thought I saw him up on my board. I swear I saw him out on track. He just drive to the cleared for the 1-2-1. Must have been something with a false start issue. I swear I just saw him. Oh, the name changed, but his duo can't connect. Ah, okay. Copy, copy. Thank you very much. I was curious, I was confused because I know I saw him in the race for just a moment. Copy that, yeah. No point in running 3 hours by yourself. The Dipper! Turn 15. Welcome to Technical Issues with the only Indian in Pitskill, IO, Sagar Bakshi. Have you tried to turn it on and off again? Well, that didn't solve every issue that I had, but it solved most of them. Because the ones between the ears can't get solved by turning it off and on again, as Roland Stryker tries to make a move on Joe Wilson, as Joe Wilson parks it on the middle of the corner of that little kink to prevent anything from happening side by side. And nose to stern right now for Roland Stryker. Can he get a move done on the outside towards the end of Murray's? I don't think so. That Lambo's got some decent brakes under it, but I don't think it's best enough to outbrake a Ferrari from a car lengths back. And we've got Paul Sezek with the fastest time of the race at 2:01.3 right now. And Roland Stryker still chasing it down. Chris Wright right now is chasing down Sergey Sebastian, Big Serg, in the BMW livery, and Chris Wright rocking his iconic. I think this is a half and half livery. I can't tell what's on the right half, but I know the left side is a Simquips livery, it looks like. I think it says "I Stop for Girls" on the side. I don't know. Oh, half Chris combo. Copy that. I like my version better. Just kidding. Half Chris combo, it's piss quips. I like it. I like it a lot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Again and again and again. Stop it. Oh man, Wesky, I figured it was you. It had to have been you. Who else could it be? Astrofor subscribed, Metalhead subscribed, Renai got another subscription, Oyu Schlang got a subscription, and Jake got a subscription. Awesome stuff, man. Thank you very much, Ashley. I appreciate your love and support, sister. You're absolutely amazing. Can't stop, won't stop the Wesky, apparently. Make sure I have chat popped out so I can confirm who's doing what. Nobody's sneaking out on me. Yes. Dropping bombs on your mom, car alarms. Apollo Wesky's in here, dropping subs on my dubs. Keeping everybody in the hub. Yeah. Got him. Unfortunately, yeah, no Will Price, Ashley Clark duo this week. I believe Ashley Clark is in here. Let's see who they are paired up with. Ashley Clark is partnered up with Caleb Driscoll, that's right, in the number 56. Fazley said, I had one fight with Sergey for a few seconds and parked into the pits afterwards. That is exactly what I thought happened. I wasn't sure where you had gone, really. I was kind of twisting my wheels, Fazley, figuring out where you had gone, because I know I saw your name out on the leaderboard for a second, for a lap. And then you disappeared, and I thought I was going crazy. But no, thank you very much for the information. Appreciate you. Caleb Driscoll. Getting awfully close here in the mountain between Roland Stryker and Chad Szynski. Oh, excuse me, Joe Wilson. I apologize. And that's Chris Wright as well. Getting close to Sergey Sebastian. So I'm not the only one that had server connection issues, it seems. Thank goodness. It wasn't just a Sauger thing. It was a everybody's suffering thing. Because it would have been annoying to have just been a Sauger problem, but when I heard that everybody was kind of having issues, it made me feel a little bit better, knowing that we were going to have some more time to kind of buy throughout all of this. Let's go ahead and get the mandatory pit stops up. I believe we're going to have 2 mandatory pit stops. Max did time to 15 minutes. And that'll take care of the predictions as well for us. So just to be clear, everybody's got 38 minutes left on their stint timers, except for Patrick Defoe, Alex Perry, Homestead, and DeConnick. Holmesland. Is it Holmesland? Holmesland. His name is so long it doesn't fit on my tower. Pitskill hates EU, hates NA confirmed. It's pronounced Hogstan. Hogstan. Maybe that's the way I need to do. I need to start throwing like an American accent on it to make it like really do it proper. Homestead. It's like homestead, but homestead. Taking my friends down to the homestead for a drink. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, no. How about, howdy y'all, welcome to my homestead. How was that? That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like that one a lot. Howdy, y'all. Welcome to my homestead. It's awful nice. Come on in. Come on in and grab yourself a tasty beverage here at the homestead. Number 56, Caleb Driscoll. Let's see if we can get a livery showcase done. Ooh, I like the Tag Heuer Visa NGK livery. This is nice. I don't know about the dragon stuff. It's not my cup of tea. Ryobi? Are you kidding me? Why would you support Ryobi when there's Milwaukee? Lenovo badge, okay, I like it a lot. Ultimate livery on the roof, okay. Hoonigan on the wing. Barry Burke Motors. Okay, okay, okay. Lovely livery by Will Price. Lovely livery by Will Price. The only nick I have is with the Ryobi sponsoring. You have Milwaukee. You have Milwaukee. It would have been matched the Milwaukee red too. Is the sub goal passed? Awesome. You guys are dope. Oh well, yeah, because Apollo Muskie sent us over the top. That's sick. So we're over the 40 subs. Now what do I do? Oh man. Oh man. Where is the team of this one? Oh wow, that's a nice looking livery too from Fastly. We're gonna get off the car because we gotta make them pay for their livery showcase like normal people. No one gets one for free. Car 71 livery by Steph's Designs that kindly allowed us to run. Ah, you did do it. Darn it. Okay, fine. That's nice. It's like a super cool blend of the 50/50. That's super sweet. I love the black and purple accents on the rim. That's so cool. Just like super gloss black with the matte or satin finish of the purple, and then you have the just beautiful kind of almost what's that stuff when you do hydro dipping, right? When you do hydro dipping. Oh, we got Roland Schreiber getting back on Joe Wilson again. Hold on one second. When you do like hydro dipping and you have all the colors in the water, and then one is like black, but then the other side is just completely colorful. It looks really nice. That's super cool. You can see it like wood grain almost in that livery. Really, really nice. SRA gold badging, like it's a gold foil. It's nice. I like it. Roland Schreiber, Joe Wilson at it again. I don't think they're slowing each other down at all. I think they're still catching Tad Kaczynski because they're within a second of him right now. Working together, it seems, to make this happen. They both know that there's going to be no gain for either of them if they try to battle it out going through all these corners, but Joe Wilson's tad back from Tad Kaczynski, but 1.3 now, as it was 1 second earlier on in the lap. As they cross the line, no new fast laps coming out, just 201.5, 201.5, and 201.4 for Roland Schreiber, so just a tad bit faster than Tad himself. Up in front, Tad. Tad. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha. Oh, it's the same texture all around. Just one side is black matte gloss, and then the other side is colored. Nice. It looks good. It looks really good. Yeah, I'm really excited to see that one. There's a lot of good liveries. Will Price's livery work is actually very high level. I'm very impressed with the stuff he does. It looks super professional, obviously. That kind of being one of the main things that's going for it. With all the sponsor badging and the nameplates, things like that, they're just very official looking. Where if that you saw that on a real life grid, you would say that absolutely fits in. And that's kind of crazy to think about, right? That a livery would just fit into a real world grid, just slotting in like that. A lot of our liveries that we run, custom designs, maybe not looking so realistic, but having that kind of flair to it. You know, Samantha Tan's livery right in front right here that we see, is also looking good, and I think that's got to be a back marker, and they're diving out of the way in 14th place. That'll be Peter DeConnick. So yeah, I think a lot of our liveries kind of look along the same lines as an ST livery or maybe an Interpol Europe livery, but not all of them emulate that kind of old school grid feeling. And yeah, these ones are really, really, really shining right now. Alex Perry is only 3/10 back from Peter DeFouet, and it looks like that move did happen. Let's do a quick rewind and see what happened here. Wounded Bird from the 869, it looks like. I wonder what happened earlier for that car. Let's see if we can take another look at what happened earlier to the 269. .869, excuse me. Oh, tank slapper coming through the skyline on their way to the depot. Got a significant amount of damage, and that donkey on the side of the car does not look very happy, to say the least. Tad Szynski's gone orange. What happened to him? 108 having an accident with something. Did he also have a tank slapper somewhere? Down at the Forest Elbow, it looks like he's doing okay getting through the twisty bits. Maybe a slight butt touch there? Doesn't look too bad, nothing to write home about. But these drivers are now just all within spitting distance of each other. 1.25 seconds separates Joe Wilson and Roland Stryker from Tad Szynski. Tonight Dream Fox is back into the server in the 116, it looks like, in 15th position. 6 laps down from Peter DeConnick. But anything can happen right now with the connection issues people seem to be having as Tad Szynski throws it up the mountain now. What's up, Zegan? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out. We've got everything fixed. If you weren't here earlier, nothing happened. Nothing happened at all if you weren't here earlier for all the technical issues. And if you were, there were major technical issues that we had earlier, so thank you for joining us and coming to hang out. See? Couldn't join the race, just got home. Well, thank you for not being in the race, because that means you get to be here with us. Your loss is our gain. Give us some insight. Give us some glee. Give us some promise. And we'll try this out as well. If any of the drivers want to get in for a race interview, please let me know where I can find them. And I'll go ahead and try to do a live race interview with them. I'll either hop into your Discord or you guys can come upstairs to mine. Just let me know how you want that to work and we'll make it happen. Yeah, and after the weekend warrior yesterday, I bet it felt good. I don't know why I got a chill girl emote, but okay. Thanks, Twitch. Here is Joe Wilson chasing Tad Szynski up the mountain, trying to put some pressure on him. Maybe another bump in the rump. I think there was. Yes, there was another little touch from Joe Wilson into Tad Szynski, but no love lost between these drivers right now. Maybe I'll just go harass a team anyways. Can I?
That makes a little more sense.
Oh, I totally can. I totally can just drop in and talk to them. Okay. We're gonna do this. Let's hop into... They're not even here. Tad Szynski, Joe Wilson, Roland Stryker, not even here in the chat. Man, I want to jump on board with them and get an earful of what they're doing. Ah, rough. I think because I'm a moderator, I can jump into the ones that are locked as well. Like I see the Wild Wuffs Racing is locked, Team Jethtrap is locked, Smokin' Stroops is locked, Dream and Driving's locked, and I could jump into all of those. Admin Powers! Oh, Ashley says come to us. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Sneaking in for a live interview right now with Caleb Driscoll, Ashley Clark's team.
Well, that went about as good as I expected.
Jesus.
I'm just gonna sit here silently.
Welcome.
Silently as
We
hell.
have our own little cheerleader.
I'm not even playing ACC right now.
Do you have the skirt and pom-poms on, or just the pom-poms?
Well, I have the skirt on naturally, but the pom-poms come as standard.
Gotcha. Okay, it's a whole accessory that we get like a bag at the Halloween store. Just pick it all
Yeah, I
up.
would definitely describe me in a skirt and pom-poms as
Hold
horrifying.
on, we've had some drama with Tadpole's Kaczynski.
Oh.
Hold on. Tadpole coming down the Dippa. What happened to the Dippa? Seemingly had.
Oh, dude, that's not where you want to let me pass.
Not where you want to let someone past. That was sketch.
I'm waving my pom-poms furiously.
Okay, got some time to make up now.
It's alright. Keep your head down. You know what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it is. It's Skyline.
Welcome, by the way, to the Madness, Sega. You get to hear what us drivers are thinking as we get going to overtake lapped cars, which is normally, why are you letting me past here?
Oh man. Oh, Tad Kaczynski went back to 4th place. We just saw that live. Sorry to be a little distracted, but yes, no, that's usually how I feel as well.
I've got a really cool suggestion about lapped cars.
No, don't.
Don't start, please.
No, this is so far been really good. Caleb's actually, I mean, yes, we qualified higher than what we actually did, but this is not. It's definitely not a sprint race. It's an endurance, and
Yeah.
survival is going to be the biggest key here. It's Mount Panorama. Like, you know what happens. People make
yeah.
mistakes. People get tired.
I mean,
Why
look
have we
at Tad
got people
Kaczynski,
joining
who was in
here?
2nd place just a blink of an eye ago, and now is rocking in 4th place, and he probably has at least, I would say, 30 seconds of damage to that car, so that's going to bump Tadpole back, and then he's got his partner, Darren Putman, who's going to take over, and you don't want to hand over a broken car, so keeping it clean will be the most important thing, so as long as you're able to do that, that will matter most. Qualifying in 8th for you all in 10th place right now, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes, this is also a very strong field. Caleb, this is actually Caleb's first time driving the Mustang, funnily enough.
Oh, wow.
So he's put in a lot of practice, so have I. We're both actually, like, pretty much on identical lap times, which is slightly strange for me. But, like I say, at the end of the day, there's going to be people who make mistakes in front of us, and it's only a matter of us being there to pick up the pieces and having less time in the pits.
With great difficulty.
I basically just said, hey, I'm looking for a teammate to run the Mustang, and he's like, I haven't driven the Mustang, that sounds like fun, and that was pretty much it. I think so far Caleb's actually quite enjoying it, which is always a positive, and considering it's one of my setups, it's definitely could do with some work.
Well, at least it's a fast setup, we know that for sure. We know that 2-minute flats are definitely capable in this car. Maybe it's not the easiest way to get it done, but can happen for sure, right?
Yeah, most definitely. And the fact that, like, I mean, you've got Callum Scotland who's been gaining on us the last couple of laps. I've driven a couple of races with him. I know that car.
I'm sorry.
That
who
car
did
is
you
very
say?
speedy.
I don't know a Callum Scotland. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his name's Casper.
Oh, yeah. I know Casper Scotland. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I've driven a couple of double dashes with him. He's made a couple of mistakes, and that car is very unforgiving. So we'll see how it treats them. I mean, we drove it at Donington, but yeah, it definitely is a fun car to drive. And I mean, at the moment, Caleb's currently trying to reel in Steinbach, which is pretty good considering we got held up by the lap car for a bit. So
I will say it's smarter to run the 488 at Bathurst though, because you don't really need to use the curbs at Bathurst.
that is very true. Steinbach's almost in the wall.
Almost in the wall.
That was very close. Oof.
That's what we're waiting for.
Yep.
Oh yeah. All right, with you guys gaining on the Matrix car, I'll give you guys some breathing room, okay?
Oh, good, Sagar. Thank you very much.
No, thank you very much. This was more fun than I anticipated. Thank you so much. This was we'll have to do this again. Thank you.
Just dropping into channels.
Just dive bombing them and eavesdropping. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go do that again. See you in a bit.
I have to quickly put my
Good luck,
skirt and
dude.
my pom-pom on.
Yes, put them away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off my microphone and just listen to
Hello?
the team of Jert Hugstad and Callum Scotland.
Don't come in here and make my driver not focus. Go away. We're racing here. Stalker. Just
Away!
keep driving, Scotland.
I was just here to
Well,
eavesdrop.
going
Bye bye. Okay, that didn't go nearly as well as the first time that was. Okay, that really didn't go as well as the first time we eavesdropped with our CIA tactics. I was just there to eavesdrop, and apparently that didn't go off very well. We won't be eavesdropping on any teams that don't want me to be eavesdropping here. I didn't come in here to distract your driver. I didn't say a single word. I didn't even whisper anything. And I've lost 4 viewers because of that hostile interaction that you had with me. That's worth at least a subscription of sorts. At least on YouTube, Mr. Norwegian. At least on YouTube. Roland Stryker still 3/10. It's not the ultimate version of the curse. Did you see what happened when I went into Caleb Driscoll's car? Martin Steinbach almost threw it into the wall. It's like reverse commentary's curse. It's like the best version of the commentary's curse. I cursed the person around you. But Caleb Driscoll is gonna get it, and now Callum Scotland won't get that commentary's curse on any of the people that he is attacking in front. But that's what I want to hear, Mr. Norwegian. I want to hear the stress. I want to hear the I want to hear the angst. I want to hear the team talking, you know? I want all of that in my life, in and or around my ear holes. You know, if you guys can provide that to me, I want it. But I'll stay silent. I'll just mute myself in Discord. But if that's not what you want, then that's not what you want. I won't hold you back, girl. I want to do the two sextet. That's what I want. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the two sextet. God, okay. No, you don't want it. You don't want it like I want it. You don't want it like I want it. Just let him do his thing. Yeah, team radio snooping, exactly, Protoguanda. Exactly what I'm trying to do. I have a feeling like Renai's team won't mind if I do that. Let me tell them that I'm gonna snoop in.
Yeah, I think so.
It's whatever.
Now we're snooping.
Oh, you're gonna be gone until the end of August. Well, that sucks.
And Mr. Homestead.
Yeah, that's the reason I can't do 6 hours as well.
Talking about their availability for the 6 hours. Sounds like.
But I am going to do the 24 hours of spa at least.
Seems.
Well, I guess that kind of explains why Amy asked me to be your co-driver somewhere in July for 2 weeks.
Team tactics planning. Sounds like they're having just a casual conversation, really. Just really ordinary conversation, hanging out, having a good time.
We talked about it a couple times.
Renai
Well,
is
Steph's
in
gonna be
front
gone for
of-
2
who is
weeks,
this
and
Porsche?
Fez won't be here.
It's Porsche in 9th
So she
place.
was like,
that must
"Yo,
be Martin Steinbeck. That is
do you wanna
Martin
be my
Steinbeck."
co-driver?
And then that'll be Callum Scotland behind.
I mean, yeah, I did ask,
And then she gets out of the way quickly for the Driscoll. Not
Amy
as
and,
much time. Let's go. Thomas Pierre
a couple others who I did the 24 hours
and Roland Trey.
with, if they wanted to do the spas one as well.
What do you mean we have an imposter among us?
Wait, isn't
Hi.
that Benjamin? I'm not an imposter.
I know I'm the backup to the
someone's-
backup, but
If
it's still
someone spilled
nice.
the beans.
Better to be a backup to the backup than nothing at all.
Exactly.
We're gonna leave now.
I know I'm not quick.
Just doing some radio snooping and
Hello. Hello. We're kind of just chilling. We were having technical issues, and the game put us in 2 cars. We can't recover, so we're kind of
Oh, we
just.
do have an imposter among us. Yeah, holy!
yeah, no, I was just doing some, not radio snooping per se, but just trying to hear what the drivers were talking about a little bit
Yeah,
about.
we're
And
just
it sounded like
chilling.
We're
We've-
really having a casual conversation, which is nice.
Whoopsie. We've accepted the fact that we're not gonna be like placing anything, so
Oh, Peter DeConnick's trapped at the top of the hill. Be careful there at the news sign.
we're nowhere
He's falling
near.
Backwards. But oh yeah, he's got no one around him. I can tell by the mini map. He's getting to do his Austin Powers move. But no, it's pleasantly surprised to hear that you guys are just kind of cruising around, doing your own thing,
Yeah.
having a
We're
good
just
time.
kind
Is
of
what it sounds
vibing.
like. Yeah, it's really refreshing to hear that you guys aren't getting sweaty about it when you've had some significant setbacks and take them with stride.
Fucking sucks. Right, we couldn't qualify because we've been trying to figure out like the issue, and like we can't participate properly because it's gonna reset us back to 0 laps as soon as we do the driver change.
Oh,
Because
is
the
it?
way we have to do that now, right? The way we have to do the driver change now, it's also gonna DSQ us because 2 different cars. The way we have to do our driver change is by pitting, doing the driver change, then the driver that was in the car disconnects, and the driver that has to get in reconnect.
Oh wow. And then you're gonna get your controls locked for 30 seconds out on top of all that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So we have like an extra penalty to pit stops, and we don't count throughout the entire race. Like, we're just gonna keep getting reset to 0 laps, but it's fucking whatever. Honestly, we're just vibing. We're just here.
Right on. Thank you very much for taking it in stride. That is definitely a good thing to have, a good attitude to have about all of this, and getting the experience will be the most important thing. And you know, everything going wrong in your first one has got to be the best, because then you can get it all out of the way. It's from what it sounds like.
I'm already driving a lot better than I did yesterday. I mean, at least I'm not drunk.
I was gonna say, if you haven't had a drop to drink this morning, then you're doing okay in my book. All right. I'll leave you alone then. Thank you very much for letting me snoop in for a little bit and watching you guys, hearing you guys just kind of have a nice casual conversation. All right. Have a good one. Stay safe. Rubber set.
Have fun snooping on the rest.
Yeah. No more snooping for me. We'll keep it clean. That was nice to hear. That was awfully refreshing to hear. There's just two casual dudes having a conversation. Who's driving the M6? What a Chad. Is that Chris Wright? No, Chris Wright. It's Sergey Sebastian, right? Driving the M6 in behind. This battle is heating up between Chris Wright and Tad Sosinski. Tad has that significant amount of damage that he's got to get repaired as well. I would say that's at least 10 seconds of damage, if not more. But it's left him vulnerable towards Chris Wright now, and Sergey Sebastian's going to be chomping at the bit here before the 50-minute stint timer's up. Lap times are... Let's get that up on the board. Best lap times are up on the board right now, but previous laps are 2:04 for Tad Kaczynski. That shows you how wounded he is. And Chris Wright backing into a 2:04 as well, but previously having a 2:01 under his belt, so you know he's got some pace. He's just getting held up by the tadpole. Swimming upstream the wrong direction. Whoa! 100 messages already, and we're not even an hour into the race so far. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the gifted subs earlier. Continuing to support Sauger's unhealthy diets by getting food delivered to his house after races. I do sit here for 3 hours at a time. Usually it's difficult for me to get food in me at the required time that the race starts, and by the time the race ends, usually I'm just sitting here starving. So over the past couple weeks, Ashley Clark, the Apollo Wesky, has been nice enough to donate some funds into my pocketbook via the gifted sub feature, giving something to the viewers as well. That money has gone directly to supporting me and trying to keep these events going. Last week it was due to... Oh, from Wesky and you. Sorry, Will. Sorry, Will. I didn't see your name pop up. That's why I was just surprised. Wait, were you up there? Let's see. Hold on. Where's my Twitch chat? I see one from the Norwegian, I see one from Andy Hudson. Okay, I just see through Norwegian and one from Andy Hudson. I see you guys on the list. I said. But Will's donating through Wusky. Okay, with the 31 gifted subs. Holy smokes, man. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Will. Thank you so much, Wusky. You guys are amazing. Ashley and Will, you guys are an amazing duo to have in my stream right now. Thank you guys so much for that support. And really giving off a lot of love to the people. Tad Stasinski, Sergey Sebastian. What happened to Chris Wright in all this calamity? Hold on, miss some of the action. Yellow flag, Chris Wright chasing down Tadpole Kaczynski. Almost goes into the back of Tadpole for Chris Wright. Locks up the brakes there on the gravel and then gets it spinning back the right way. And gets chased down by Callum Scotland now. And there's Callum Scotland bumping into the walls there at the cutting, but able to recover pretty well and stay behind Chris Wright's team in piss clips. But yes, thank you very much for that support and giving to other people. So like I was saying, it keeps me fed and keeps me going, or it gives back to the stream and equipment and tools and graphics. If anybody hasn't noticed yet, if you're a subscriber, you actually get to pick your subscriber badge, and you should be able to pick the 1 month subscriber badge of the Fiat. And now you should be able to view the tiers of subscriber badges, and there are tier badges as well. For anybody that's interested, the level 2 tier is a fast Fiat, aka the Ferrari. And then also we have the tier 3 subscriptions, the premier tier, which is of course just Lexus. And we've got Joe Wilson heading into the pits a little bit earlier than the 50-minute mark. And we did see Tejre Fredrickson also go into the pits quite early. Tejre Fredrickson, that was Roland Schreiker who was driving early, if I'm not mistaken. And then we've got Joe Wilson maybe passing it over to Hrabchenko. Joe Wilson in the pit, Chris Wright's into the pit, Martin Steinbeck's into the pit. Still surprised to see Tadpole out right now. Will says, thanks for all the awesome streams. You give a lot to the community. It's only fair the community gives back sometimes. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the love. I wish it wasn't only you guys that had to give back. Well, everybody gives back a little bit. I will say that. We even had Fazly donate a sub, or not donate a sub, we had Fazly sub earlier yesterday after, despite all the wonderful things that he was saying about me. So I do love those follows and I do love those subscribers. Yes, put on the pom-poms and skirt and get everybody else to cheer as well. Don't forget the Spankies. Martin Steinbeck in the 883 on his way out of the pits already. Ronnie Neidhart's in the pit. Alex Perry's in the pit already. Just winding down close to that pit limiter. Oh, here we go. Sergey Sebastian making a look on the inside of Tadpole Kaczynski, and Tadpole has to back out of the apex of that corner as that BMW M6 was getting really large and took some of that real estate away. And he goes straight into the pits, diving away for that undercut under Tad. Maybe that was even part of the strategy to make Tadpole stay out an extra lap and get it as close to the limit as possible. Because if you're on the inside and holding on to that real estate, you really are forcing the other driver to not be allowed to take a pit stop. F. Martin's trapped at the top of the hill. See if we can see what happened to the 111. Coming through Skyline, it looks like. Looking okay, getting prepped for the dipper. Just on the brakes when touching the curb, and the piss list goes round. Hey Sauger, can you join the double race while also commentating? Good race coming up in a couple of minutes. Can I join the double dash? Can I join? Like, can I? What? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If only I had a 2 PC setup, I probably could though. You know what I mean? I could do it if I had a 2 PC setup, but we'd have to start like a GoFundMe for that. My friend was actually talking about having a half Martin still stuck again, yellow for them, trying to just limp it back home, and they just took over for Chris Wright. So a little bit of uncomfortability in that car coming out of the pits, unfortunately, and costing half Martin a couple places. Ben Lepard going a little bit slower than normal and getting past some lap traffic that must be behind them. And that's Fred Stardnovic behind them. Yes, that is lap traffic in the number 13 Donkey Mobile. I'm sorry, McScottish. I did not mean to distract you. I apologize. I did not mean to distract you. I just meant to come in, harass you for a bit, but you guys were talking, and I didn't want to distract you at all. So I just kind of muted myself and sat there. So that's on me. That one's on me. I'll take ownership for that. Well, that's the other thing. It's like, well, no, I heard Hogstad say something, and I just stayed silent. And then he mentioned that there is an imposter among us. When you joined, I had to blink for like 15 minutes. Yeah, I know how that goes. I'm sorry, brother. I won't do that again. I promise. I won't do that again without announcing it. That's something I will be doing. I apologize. But I'm glad you're doing all right. I'm glad your car is still staying out on track and actually got a position made. You're past Tad Kaczynski now, up in 6th place, because Tadpole looks like he's got that damage to repair. He's been stopped for 53 seconds now. So definitely got that damage repaired, and the transient time of 28.2 seconds. I wonder what this is going to turn out to for Ben Lepard and Fred Stardnovic. 2:02 being the best lap time for Farron, excuse me, Stardnovic, and best lap time for Ben Lepard being a 2:01.9. Although Ben Lepard just came out of the pits, I have a feeling like he's got a little bit more pace underneath him than that last lap will indicate. And hopefully he'll break away. Darren Putman, Ashley Clark. Are they having an incident? The 108 Darren Putman did have an incident. Let's take a quick look at what happened here. Putman coming over the hill, entering Skyline. Coming over the crest. Does he hit the brakes? He does hit the brakes over the crest. Gets a little bit of a tank slapper right before the dipper. And gets spun around, and it looks like the 111. I think that's the 111. No, that's not the 111. Ashley Clark in the number 56. Able to get around that without too much issue. No damage, I think. And the Mountain claims another one. Joe Wilson chasing down Frank Bergkamp for the lead of this race now. I know we didn't go over it. Let's take a quick look at the standings overall that we have. Frank Bergkamp, Paul Sezek tied for P1. Sergey Sebastian. And we got Tad Kaczynski and Derek Putman in 3rd place. Callum Scotland. Oop, let's turn off some of the overlays. we go. 3-hour endurance, and then we got Callum Scotland, Jordan Bailey, Jules Flint, Alex Perry, Ashley Clark, Will Price, Manuel Entrax, Tedre Fredrickson, Stephanie Fisher, and Amy Akes running it out for these people. What's up, Liffy121? Yes, we did. Not without the wonderful help of everybody here at the stream, trying to get me sorted with some LAN information, and then overall just actually deleting the LAN file, restarting PC, restarting ACC ended up working, doing the trick. So I'll keep that in my back pocket for later. Not having the LAN file there will be the most important thing to do in the future. Yeah, very good work, chat, for supporting that. We were able to actually even make the race, the start of the race, without missing a single lap. And this is the battle between Frank Bergkamp and Joe Wilson right now. A lot less depth than expected. That's good to know. That's really good to know. I was not expecting to see less death than expected. On board with Berger. If I don't see Frank Bergkamp and Bjorn King make a GD team next season, I'm going to get so upset. Sergey kissed the wall. Oh no, Joe Wilson having his moment now. The man who was in second place, the 64. Let's see how they got into their Austin Power situation. Chasing down Frank Bergkamp in the lead. Getting a little kiss of the curb, but headed down towards, oh no, the Dippa. Getting on the brakes right at that curb. Everybody's getting a little too familiar with that section of the track. And being a little bit more opportunistic than I think their car is willing to let them be. Ashley Clark is now chasing Gerrit Haugstad. Yeah, getting chased down by now Ashley Clark piloting the Mustang. She took over for, that would be Caleb Driscoll, the new partner of the week. Bergkamp with the fastest lap of the race is 2:01.347, holding on fast. All right, everybody, we've got 2 hours left in this wonderful 3-hour duo. This is Ashley Clark chasing down Gerrit Haugstad in the battle for 6th and 7th place. Ashley Clark has made up all the positions lost at the start of the race by being cautious, and patience has paid off. Chasing down the beautiful livery brought to you by Stefaz Designs, and now chasing down pretty well as well. You can go on board with Ashley Clark to get a perspective of what's going on here in this madness. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Thank you very much for all the follows, likes, and whatnots. We are the pitskill.io. Check out the website and the links down below if you want to get involved in some of this beautiful, wonderful racing that we have. and you can find all the information down in the Twitch panel below. Information about the Discord, information about the website as well. Please go ahead and join us. We'd love to see you part of one of our wonderful endurance events, or even some of our daily and hourly events that we have. Just go ahead and find the links that you can. And then the website will do the rest. Got to get yourself a license, just like all normal leagues. So make sure you go ahead and get yourself a license, starting off at the rookies and working your way up through the ranks all the way up to S tier and the alien levels that are available to us. Sergey kissed the wall 3 times. Yeah, he sure did. Wait, did he? Or did Sergey kiss the wall 3 times? Is it Ben Lepard driving? No. Here it is, 61. Take a look at this. Cheap viewers, get out of here, PXWLEX. See you, nerd. Little yellow flag there. Is there another one? No, just the same one. The best kind of viewers are cheap. Ashley Clark trying to get around Haugstad now. Oh, just making a little drift on the racing line at the chase, got in front of Haugstad, and that's how it was done. Let's take another look at this one through the TV camera. And looking neat and tidy for Ashley and Haugstad. Looking pretty stylish there. Frank Bergkamp having a moment. He had a little bit of an off. Let's rewind 10 seconds to see what happened here. Just behind Alex Perry's car, if I'm not mistaken, the Stroopwafel mobile, Jules Flint, excuse me, and having an off-track moment. Everything should be all in order now. Who is this? This is Daniel Bergmer. I don't know. He's in 10th place, and that's Renee Dreamfox getting passed. And that's not car on pace. That is Jacob Borowick driving the 115 and chasing down Bergmer. But they're not on the same lap. Bergmer is on lap 29 and Borowick is on lap 26 for that team. Pitskill.io has a lot of wonderful events, folks. A lot of interesting and great showcases to be had. Go ahead and get yourself involved in one of them, as Borowick is trying to get himself unlapped, it looks like. And he sure does, around Daniel Bergmer, but goes a little bit deep at turn 2, Quarry Bend. And now that blue flag is waving, and he might have to give the position back up to the Bergmer. Or he's going to try to battle it out a little bit longer. Oh, you're right. The 121 is only 5 seconds away from Daniel Bergmer. They're running about the same times right now. Daniel Bergmer has run a 2:07 that last lap, and Jules Flint for the 2:05. And it's not bad for having a lot of race fuel on board. Having the car pitch, moan, and yearn in all sorts of directions has got to be a headache with all that fuel on board. And then right when you think the car is getting light and doing the right thing, it gets out of fuel again. And there goes Borwick through on his lap traffic, and that looks like the Bergamer getting passed by a bird camp. We've got a lot of birds. We're just missing one bird. That's the Burger King. And now that's definitely one of those moments where you just got to keep your cool. Not losing out any positions really, but just some frustrating situations to deal with. Getting yourself passed by a back marker, who's trying to recover. And then also yielding to some faster cars who are on the lead lap. You know, it's nothing to write home about. It's nothing to nothing reportable, obviously, but it is just irritating. It does get into your head. And I wonder how the drivers are really doing a good job to clear their get their egos out of the way, per se. Maybe they're not. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they don't have to get their egos out of the way. They don't have to keep their ego in check. Jacob Borwick about to get passed by Frank Bergkamp. And letting him by at the kink right before Conrad. Or right on Conrad, excuse me. Wow, Jules Flint has done an amazing job. Well, almost within a second of Bergamer right now. After everything that Bergamer has went through, his last lap will be awfully slow. Last lap being a 2:05.7, his best lap of the session. And 2:04.7 coming out for Jules Flint, so knocking down that 1 second gap that we talked about just a moment ago. Best lap for Frank Bergkamp came out. That was a 2:09 now that I see at the top of my board. Some awful big gaps here at the Bathurst track between some of these drivers. Got a little stroopwafel, man. Hanging out with his legs out of the cup. Now that you've said it, I kind of see it. Someone knows a good place where I can get stroopwafels delivered to my casa. I'd love to get some. I haven't had a good stroopwafel in a while. I tried to order some recently and they just came out wrong. I'm also looking for some fresh, what's the cake? What's the cake called? The 1-2-1 now throwing it up around Jules Flint and Bergamer. Getting awfully familiar with each other, and Jules Flint goes straight around Bergamer before the kick even at Conrad. Does he blow it on the brakes? No, Jules Flint holding on, stern fast. Jules Flint is blazing right now. Bergamer is taking it easy. And throwing out those good, consistent lap times to keep him and his car safe, it sounds like. Things are going pretty well for these drivers. Blue flags are out, letting the leader by. That'll be Tejere Fredrickson, if I'm not mistaken, in the Lambo, yes. And we got Smilek getting close to Joe Wilson, who was in P2 of this race at one point. Now sitting in P4. This gap is about a second away. This is actually Sergey Sebastian's partner, driving the M6 BMW. Let's go on board with Smelek. Smelly Smelek. Staying on board with the 5th place, number 61, and trying to see how this move goes down between him and Joe Wilson. It doesn't happen at the entrance of turn 2 at Quarry Bend. I think that might be a move secured, as that BMW goes a little wide but still able to hold on to the apex and closes off any opportunities for Joe Wilson to make a move back. Joe's car is pretty broken. Is it really? Oh yeah. He must have not repaired that earlier damage yet. The 64 having quite a bit of damage from that earlier contact. Good call, it's Inferno. Gonna have to head off for a second. Hope the race keeps up with the action. Thank you very much, Will. Appreciate the love and support, man. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Thank you very much for everything that you've done so far. As we see Jason Davies get around Jert Haugstad here for a second, or try to at least. Jason Davies tucking in behind Haugstad. Plenty of action to keep us entertained, that's for sure. All right, so exclamation point clip is working. Exclamation point replay is working. Oh, we were going to have a side-by-side going into turn 5. Griffin's Mount. No, turning right at the tree point. Haugstad on the inside line is able to defend just a little bit better than most people would be. Almost going out to the wall, but there goes Jason Davies trying to squiggle by at any opportunity, getting towards Skyline, being the next best passing opportunity. Can't make a move here, not enough closing speed, and I don't think that Porsche is going to have enough straight line speed to make a move down Conrads if Haugstad gets a decent exit. And Jason Davies is around Haugstad. Wow. Commentator's curse strikes again. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Not wrong at all. Let's take a quick look back at the 71. Might even have to go back further than this now. Oh, darn it. Commentator's curse strikes again. That's actually not wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what kind of powers I possessed. But at least now, Gert Haugstad is warding off Darren Putman, who is Tad Kaczynski's teammate. So you got a rapid, very rapid team behind you, at least. You're doing a good job to stay away from them. Or we're going a little bit slowly than normal. Slower than normal, I mean, as he was letting some of the leaders pass. I didn't see an incident pop up for the 71 team. I see some for the 74, 143. That's Holmesland, and 115 being Warwick, 116 being Who's in a 116? That must be a mistake. ACC TV having an aneurysm. I don't see a 116 at all in front of me. Hits the outside wall. That's just a kiss. Was just a kiss. I've kissed men more than I've kissed the wall. Wait, hold on. No, that's no. Oh, Frederick Sergnovik's trying to get past Bergmer. And there you have it. Bergmer goes back, actually. Oh, God. What happened to Haugstad this time? This time I did get an alert for the 71. Srdanovic. And there's a little incident there for Yurt. And that's more like the commentator's curse that I like to put on. When I put it on, I like to put it on thicks. Able to keep it off of the wall as Yurt dives straight into the pit lane. I think that's a little bit earlier. Let's take a quick look at the stint timer. 18 minutes left on the stint timer, so not too much to lose here. Doing a decent job at an undercut. Tejre Fredrickson's got 9 minutes left, and then it looks like Srdanovic. He's got 3 minutes left on his, so he's got to come in this lap or the next one for sure. And this will start the rest of the pit cycles from kicking off. Srdanovic comes into the pits with Haustad to reset their stint timer at the very least. Thank you for the follow, Kareem T5.
Okay.
Appreciate you. I feel like you were following before. Maybe it's a different Kareem. Either way, thank you for coming to hang out with us. Thank you for watching the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. No, it was me. I unfollowed you just to refollow you later. Ashley Carr gets through on Joe Wilson. I unfollowed you because I didn't want to get the notifications anymore. Sorry. If you don't want to get the notifications about going live, you can always unclick the bell. I'm not okay. I feel like you have a sub. Oh, maybe it was a sub that you got gifted. And maybe you weren't following. That might be it. Joe Wilson's into the pit. Homestead, the 143, having a bit of a yellow flag moment. Let's see what happens here. Ooh! Slap into the wall behind for Similek. And there's the 143 of Homesland having a little bit of contact there with a bit of a tank slapper to boot. Joe Wilson is out of the pit lane now. Whoa, Hayden Fury TV rated the channel with 42 viewers. Bro! Dude, thank you very much for the raid. What the deuce? Doubling the amount of people, tripling the amount of people that were in here before. What a view. What's up, Sebastian?
Okay.
Thank you for the follow, Jeremy Raylick. Appreciate you. Hello from France. Hello for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Pierce Man. Thank you, Pierce Man. I appreciate you. Thank you, Jeremy Raylick. Thank you to Hayden Fury. Hello to the chats, says Hayden Fury. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much for participating. Thank you very much for the hellos from France. Love to see all your guys' supports. Tell me where you're from, everybody, all across the world. I know Hayden Fury is a Frenchman, and his stream is mostly run in French, so hopefully everybody here has a good time. Yeah, Gasman, thank you very much for giving a shout-out to Hayden Fury. Top 100 viewers, let's go! Does that work? Shout out. Here we go. There we go. It's a / shout out. And this is not a move for position. Don't get too excited. This is Ben Lepard in the Rainbow Nyan Cat livery, just getting around the Samantha Tan livery. That's Jacob Borwick driving the 115 behind. Versetti, what's up? Oh, Tadpole, man. Unfortunate tank slapper there. You were doing such a good job in second place. And then, man, I was wondering, because you guys have another 20 seconds of damage, I would stick with your guys' basic strategy then. Oh, man, same one. Yeah, Tadpole got the worst of that one, that's for sure. Agreed, Hayden Fury TV. The undercut strategy is kind of the best strategy to work out here. Yesterday, Bathurst, it was so fun and so hard in GT3. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine doing this with some GT4s on track too? That would be just brutal. But the undercut yesterday has to be some of the best strategies that we've seen. And a couple of these drivers here are doing an undercut strategy. Let me take a look at the predictions guide again. We've got Tejre Fredrickson needing to come in, and we've got Jacob Borwick also needing to come in. 5 minutes left on his timer, 3 minutes left on Tejre Fredrickson's. But we have a couple of people that have actually just gone out for a little undercut. We've got Hrebchenko, DeFouet, Scotland, getting back into the car. So maybe intentional, maybe some not. Since when was Vassman here? Just a while ago, during the raid, I think. %, Hayden Fury. You got to be calm before you pass. If you aren't, if you don't have peace in your soul, you won't make these passes happen successfully. And as we've read all throughout today, if you're not confident with your ability to pass, you're often just going to frustrate and slow down both of the drivers that are involved in that incident. It'll be really hard to actually get a decent time in when you're not committed to something. Shake it before you bake it, baby! Thanks for the shake and bake, Liffy. I was not supposed to pit this early. Casper was thrown into the car after I cursed you. Well then. Tell me you hate me without telling me you hate me. Sorry, awesome Norwegian. I love you so much. Anyone else watch the whole 24 hours of Le Mans? No, not the whole Le Mans yet. I watched the end. I watched a little bit of the middle, kind of working through it now. Oh, if it's the worst moment now where you don't want to go to sleep anymore and think you probably shouldn't. Well, I think I know what I'm gonna do after this. Then I gotta download a copy of Le Mans, and we're gonna start the 24-hour marathon right after this. I've had a couple of streams over the past 2 days, surprisingly, a little bit unfortunate for myself to miss out on my favorite event of the year. Le Mans 24 was my first endurance event ever, so it really has a good place in my heart. Rooting for the 869. Let's go on board with the 869 and get the fans what they want to see. Thank you very much for hanging out with us, Rudy. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support. I haven't seen it all, but it's one of my favorite things. Spa in 2 weeks, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how the drivers can turn it around so quickly. Take care, Hayden Fury. Thank you very much for the raid again. Really appreciate it. I hope you had a great stream too, brother. Thank you very much for the support. I like your emotes. I'll have to subscribe and get me some of those, man. Oh wait, no, I was already gifted a subscription. I already have those. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, thank you, man. It's so cool. So cool. We'll have to get you a subscription to the channel too one of these days. Actually, I can repay the favor. Repay the favor right now so you have some of the real high emotes for yourself. And I can try to take back my position as the number 2 gifted on my own channel. When you try to explain to the second driver you have the data, and he tries to look at it mid-skyline. Thank you for the follow, Verse. Appreciate you. Oh, dude, it's the least I could do. Oh, man. Tadpole, no. Oh, no. At least Darren Putman's got past Jason Davies right now as he's in the pits lane. Everything looking pretty standard right now. No rolls yet. Thank goodness. Of course, no commentary's curse just yet. Kravchenko gets past Jason Davies in the 883. Big old donkey on the side of DeFouet's livery. What is this thing? Racing team of Klopp Schmuel. It's a mule. It's got to be a mule. It's not a donkey. It's a mule. Excuse me. You're welcome, brother. You're very welcome, Hayden Fury. Like I said, it's the least I can do. I was gifted a sub from your channel. It's about time I repaid the favor. That's what giving is all about. And that's what this community seems to all be about, is helping each other elevate each other. So, again, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the support. Thank you very much for all of your followers that stuck around to follow me. This is Ben Lepard. Nope, that wasn't a pass forward position. I thought that was Ben Lepard and Roland Stryker. This is just coming out of the pits right now, is Ben Lepard and Roland Stryker. That's how close it was between these two drivers, as Ben Lepard came out with Roland Stryker just in front for this this qualifying session, for this race session, of course. Hola, 114, let's go, baby. A Bergmer fan, huh? Well, the Bergmer has had a couple of issues here, Rudy. Hopefully they're doing better now. Gas subscribed at tier 1. Thank you very much for your 2-month streak. Gas, love you, man. Thank you for the additional support. And hopefully you got your tier 2 badge now. Or tier 1 badge, excuse me. And if anybody doesn't know, you guys could be able to click on your profiles and then give yourself one of the tier badges. First month is Fiat, second month is Alpha, third month would be Audi, then Porsche. These guys really battling it out. This is Tad Szynski, no, Darren Putman, excuse me, getting chased down by, that would be, who's in the car with Callum Scotland. That's Callum Scotland in front, and Callum Scotland seemingly having an incident of his own on the front damage there. Let's see how that hood came up.
Okay.
Ooh! Oh man. big old 360 from the 71. Thank you for the follow-up, Bjorn King. Hey, what's up, June B, July Y? Thank you very much for coming to hang out. My moderators finally are all here together. That was so lucky. Crazy. Crazy. Well, rise and shine, June. Rise and shine. That was like 20 minutes ago. Nice. I'm an expert at clipping things 20 minutes ago. I'm trying to figure out where your hood went up, but I don't see it up on the board, so it must have never happened. And then, ooh, so close to Tadpole. The pace is right there. Callum Scotland's running a 202, Darren Putman's running 203s. So yeah, pace is right there. Has the ability to get through. Callum Scotland with another amazing drift going around the cutting. This time he bonks himself into the wall. Holy Toledo, that was bad. Man, oh man. Casper Scotland having a big nasty drift at the cutting, just riding the brakes a little bit hard at that corner will just send your car around because of the way that it's falling out. Ashley Clark into the pits now, giving the car back over to Caleb Driscoll possibly. We've got Similek also into the pits now to pass it back over to Sergey Sebastian maybe. Thomas Pierlo goes forward, Roland Stryker goes forward. Pirello. Thomas Pirello. Not Pierlo. Pierre. No, because there would be an E there. Pirello. Thomas Pirello. Frank Bergmer into the pit, the 114. That'll go out to... Who was the cheer for the 114? That was... Rudy. Rudy's cheering for the 114. Darren Putman also into the pits himself in the number 108. We have one more pit stop left for these drivers, excuse me, mandatory, as they need to get to the 50-minute mark before they make their last pit stop. Who else is in the pit? Putman. Ashley Clark is in. Ashley Clark is on their way out even. Wow, that was quick. What else was I going to say? Thank you for the follow to Bjorn King. Bjorn King! Now that you're here and I have your fully undivided attention, I need to ask you a very serious question, and I'm going to get upset about this, okay? Are you ready? Jordan King, are you there? I'm gonna wait for a reply. Yeah, I've got questions. Okay, Bjorn King, why have you and Birdcamp never made a team together to form Birdcamp King? Or Bird King? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with the world that we are deprived of the Burger King team? Can someone let me know? Can someone answer this? My heart is aching for this team to be made, and I keep on getting denied. Denied of my love. I don't know why you play my heart with strings. What do you mean you've never talked yet? You're both Europeans, right? Callum Scotland, by the way, is chasing down Ronnie Neidhart, but who cares? We've got bigger issues. Burger King campers, yes. You guys need to set something up. I'll set up like an Indian matchmaking for Assetto Corsa Competizione for you guys. How's that? I'll call Sima Auntie, and we'll make this happen. And there goes Callum Scotland, makes his way through on the Burger King. No, that was the other burger. This is Ronnie Neidhart. Casper Scotland getting around. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Casper still has to come in. Oh, but can make it to the 50-minute mark, though. Ooh, exciting. Really exciting stuff. So Neidhart can definitely make it to the 50-minute mark. But Callum Scotland, if he can make it all the way to the 50 mark, they'll push another 50-minute stint out of this and then be done. I like it. Ignition won't shut off, says Lewiski. I know how that goes. The fastest commentator in the pit lane. Right here, baby. Don't you ever live this job. Oh, the SD car of who's that gonna be? Chris Wright? No. Neidhart, Scotland. Neidhart getting past. Who would that be? Steinbeck? No. Not DeFoy, not Jules Flint, not Casper Scotland. DeConnick? DeConnick, that is. Threw me for a loop there. Couldn't find out who that driver was to save my life. If anybody wants to come in for a mid-race interview, please go ahead and jump into the waiting for interview room. No problems there. I'd love to get some insight on what's going on with people's races. Not so great, June. Not so great. We had some disconnecting issues for the server, and they are running in last place right now and a few laps down. They're here just for the experience now. Oh, Ashley Clark is here for an interview. Let's grab her. Go ahead, Ash. What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
I may have screwed us ever so slightly.
What'd you do this time?
Turn off. I got into the pit box and stopped, and I'm like, I might be okay, because I wasn't sure because I was a little bit far forward. I'm like, it might just pick us up, it might move us back. And then for like a solid 10 seconds we were sat there, and I'm like, why is it not doing anything? Backed up, still nothing, and then I'm spamming every button on my wheel trying to get the car to turn off.
And nothing's working, of course.
No. I've never had that happen before, where it's actually forced me to stop the engine, like where it's not actually just auto done it. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but we're pretty much, yeah, I pretty much bottled P6.
I don't think so. I mean, I know we have a lot of things going on. I know we have... Everybody's reminding me that at least you guys didn't get disqualified from the pits like I did. So there's hope to be had.
That is very true. No, to be quite perfectly honest, Caleb was a bit more worried about where Callum Scotland was, or Casper, sorry.
Yeah.
Just purely because of the fact that he was in front of us for the entirety of Caleb's stint, and then I had a bit of a battle with Hoopstad, and we're kind of just trying to extend the gap as much as possible, and I may have brushed a couple of balls. That may or may not have happened. One of them I'm about 90% certain I didn't hit. So, extra 3 seconds added, but I mean, I can't really complain.
I mean, you're only 13 seconds back. I mean, 10 seconds even back from Steinbach, so I think it's still on the table. I mean, I definitely wouldn't write yourself off just yet.
No, and we did, funnily enough, jump Steinbach and Davies in the pits the last time around when Caleb was 6 or so seconds off.
Sure.
So there is still time to catch them, and I don't know whether we'll be in the top 5. I think that the strength of the grid this is for us to be dreaming up there. However, we did get on the podium for one stage of the race, so I'm happy.
Yeah, and then there's also, I mean, there's enough time left in it. You also have 30 minutes left to the last pit stint. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, you got about 24 minutes until the last pit stop needs to take place. So, depending on how you plan that, do you think you might go for an undercut again?
Pretty much we've just run our stint timer as far out as we can. Caleb did 47-ish minutes, I did about 47 minutes, so realistically we're still sitting 6 minutes up on our stint timers.
Yeah.
So we've got a bit of time to play with. If anything happens, we can, you know, if anything happens in the later stage of the stint, come in early and still make it to the end without having to make an extra pit stop, hopefully. So, but at the moment, it's basically just run the stint timer out as far as we can and throw the next person in the car and hope like hell that they keep it on the track.
Yeah, and keeping your endurance up for this, ironically, is going to be the most important thing too. Make sure that you stay hydrated, making sure that you don't make any mistakes would be really important to keep on going.
I have had far too many monsters today.
Oh man,
for that kind of thing.
A little bit of jittery, huh?
Yes.
Make sure you go ahead and grab yourself a glass of water to compensate for all that sugar you've been taking, okay?
Yes. Yeah, no, that's definitely what I do normally after the race. But we have had a couple of run-ins with, I'm pretty sure you probably caught it on the first bit of the stream, with me getting very unlucky with people spinning in front of me.
I think everybody's had a bit of that ordeal, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there was, I think it was Dream Fox or Dream Fox's teammate that was stopped just after turn 2 up into turn 3 and turn 4. That was stopped basically dead center of the track.
Oh no, and then you also had it at the Dippa.
Oh, Caleb. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Oh man. I'll let you get back to your teammate. Having a bit of a moment. You brought this onto yourself. You brought this commentator's curse onto yourself, okay? I want to highlight this for the second time you've done this, okay?
It's alright.
Oh, and Caleb's going into the pits now.
Back.
Okay, good luck. And see, that's how the commentator's curse works. How's Caleb Driscoll been doing? He's been doing great up until just that moment that you asked about him, June v. July Y, and ruined his race. Way to go. Way to go. So yes, the Burger King campers needs to happen. Bajoran King, the Burger King team needs to happen. That needs to be a thing. Casper Scotland chasing down Jules Flint in the Stroopwafel car. I think once I gave you the sword, when gave you moderator powers, you became the person who is able to give out the commentator's curse as well. Pit stop coming out for Caleb Driscoll leads Tad Kaczynski ahead. And that might definitely hurt their chances of getting that 6th position back. Why are you cheering for Tad Kaczynski? Well, I don't understand. I thought you were just cheering for Caleb Driscoll. I don't understand. You want to have the power? You want to ruin people's races? Okay, June. Okay. No more Frogger for you diving out of the way. I'm going to run you over like a semi-truck. Callum Scotland makes a look at turn 1, doesn't really want to act on it though, backs out just to give them a little bit of a glimpse. I don't think I can leapfrog her out of this. Ronnie Neidhart is in front of Caleb Driscoll also. Do you think Tad Kaczynski's car is cute? Do you think this is cute? Weird. No, you're weird. This is a cute livery. This is a car to cheer for. This is a car to cheer for. Way better. I'm sorry you have bad taste in colors. No, says Liffy. No, says Liffy. Don't even look at my car. Stroopwafel is OP. I gotta get a glimpse of the Stroopwafel man that you keep talking about. I do like the Stroopwafel car. Battle between Stroopwafel and Team Deathtrap. Curse Casper and leave us alone, please. Usually the commentator's curse costs about 5 gifted subs, by the way. Side-by-side action almost happening at the kink, but backing out of it is the Casper man. Yes. Whoever is going to donate the 5 gifted subs first, I will commentator's curse the next team. No, Wusky. No. You're fine. I'm trying to convince Norwegian or Liffy to do it. Because Liffy must be... that's Alex Perry. Got it. I know I've known the name. I know I've known the name. You're not getting extorted for this? You might be. It's not extortion if you want it to happen. It's just the cost of doing business. One-tenth back. Chasing down Jules Flint is Casper Scotland. We're getting down to it here at the S's after Skyline and before the dip line. Gaps coming and going, closing down. Casper Scotland had a bit of a yellow moment, maybe tank slapped against the wall. Was the move done? No. Let's take a quick look at the 71 to see what happened here. Nice and tight, closing in fast, and then just kissing the wall, possibly. Yep. And there it is. There's the commentator's curse. You didn't pay for it, Norwegian. You didn't pay for it. That's why you got it. You didn't pay to ward off the Jujubes. You didn't pay to ward off the Jujus. This is Casper Scotland getting passed by one of the race leaders. This would be Harbchenko. Thank you very much for noticing the redeems being Fuego. They are the best. had some other ones too. I think I like this one the best too. This is my other favorite one. Do you do drugs, Danny? Yeah, all the time. Then what's the problem? Go back to what? Uh-oh. 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 Ruh-roh. Oh, again. No, that's the same one. That's the same one. There's the 3 fast boys. Oh, man. Losing it at Skyline. Yep. Good call, June. Good call, June. You're not supposed to crash. Click the bad stuff, June. God damn it. Only the good stuff. Don't even blame me. Blame yourself, awesome Norwegian. You knew the price you needed to pay. Nobody gets for free in my channel. You get nothing and you like it, Norwegian. Jules Flint will get his just desserts. As soon as Liffey gets back in the car, Liffey will get his just desserts. You mo gwang wing I wing wow, you mo gwang wing I wing wow on Jules Flint. Blow your brake point into the chicane on the next lap. We always have our desserts, just can't see it through the smoke. That's true, Liffey. Oh yeah. She's steering at 90 degrees. She can steal about 10% of her car. Well, the 56 had this incident, and that's why they lost all their places at Murray's Corner. Also brought on by you, remember? Don't you remember, June? This is why you got the commentary's curse. Because you did it. You asked about Driscoll and he died. That's funny, it looks pink on my screen, not italics. Restream is doing some funny stuff today. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out on the Pitscale.io. Please remember to go ahead and use your Prime subscription if you do have one. If not, just go ahead and hit the bell down below to find out when we're doing our next streams. Our next events are all listed down below in the schedule. And then we'll have a new season starting up, not next week, but the week following that. So we have a lot of time for people to get adjusted to the pitskill.io, and we have an issue for the 883 right now. Stuck at the Forest Elbow, Bentley Corner, aka, as the field is really about to come through right now. That'll hand over quite a few positions to the rest of the drivers. And it is clear now for that 883 to get moving as Tadpole, yes, Tadpole is about to cross the scene of the crime. And 883 gets going again before the Tatter can get going. Let's look at what happened to the 883. Ooh. Tank Slapper coming down at Forest Elbow. There is no spoon. Agreed, there is no spoon in this game. That wall is real. Correct. That is not in the Matrix. Correct, June. Correct, June. Jules Flint going a little bit slowly to let the car of Ronnie Neidhart, the 114, by. Was that for position, though? Sure was. Let's see what happened here. Jules Flint. What happened to you, my compadre? Ooh, tank slapper there for Jules Flint. Kissing the wall, getting the commentary's curse finally. I told you it was going to happen. He got a little bit of it. Chef's kiss. I told you, neither of you guys did the 5 gifted subs, therefore you both get the commentary's curse. You guys deserved it. You all deserved it. I told you it was gonna happen. You guys wished bad things on each other. You get what you sow. You reap what you sow. Yes, it's extortion. Yes, it's exactly what this is. It's extortion. I'll stay out of everybody's Discords at least. Discord channels. No more snooping for me. June says, I don't sew, I'm not a farmer, but you are a seamstress. Oh, got him. Got him. I wish no bad things on car 121. I said I believed in my driver and that he would do it without the curse. Norwegian. That is basically the definition of the commentary's curse, if you weren't aware. Wishing good things to happen on yourself or another driver is literally the definition of a commentary's curse. Oh yeah! I was gonna send you a screenshot of those, June, by the way, because I got all of the sub badges taken care of last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I couldn't go to sleep until that idea was like done in my head. And that looks like the teammate of Caleb Driscoll getting by and letting Thomas Pirello through. Pirello. No positions gained here. Just chasing down Roland Schreiker and Paul Sezek, though. 3 seconds separating Pirello from Schreiker. Or Schricker. That's not as fun of a name to say as Jake Jensen Van Rensburg. That's my favorite name to say of all time. Jake Jensen Van Rensburg. Oh no, and Jules Flint having another moment, maybe? Looking to see what happened to the 1-2-1 again. Just going a little bit off track from what I can tell. That's nothing to write home about. Just a little track cut. June wishing death on all people and drivers here tonight, unironically. Paul says that last lap was a 2:04. He seems to be backing off the pace by quite a bit, unless there was a lot of lap traffic involved. Golden Strikers nail him down with a 2:01. Paul says it's best lap time being a 2-minute flat. 2-minute.7. Pirello has got a 2.1 under his belt, and he's doing 2:01.7s, and the 2:01.8s from the car above of Schricker are awfully close. Don't think it's going to be a night race for this Enduro. Sorry to make you sad, but with 50 minutes left to go, we won't even reach 8:30. And I think it gets darker on 10 o'clock. So unfortunately, some more time to go than you expected. And Callum Scotland's got 3-4 minutes left on his pit timer. I think he's going to want to do one more lap before coming in. Uh-oh, Roland Schricker having a bit of an incident. Let's see what happened here for the 262. Anything to write home about? Whoa, that was a big slapper. What's up, Dave 501? Do you have a custom BOP or adopt the Kunos one? We have a custom BOP that is available for our Patreon subscribers to download and use on their own servers, if that's your gig. Oh, now I understand the question. BOP or adopt the Kunos ones? No, we do not use the Kunos ones. Yeah, we have our own custom BOP. And if you type in the pitskill.io, you'll see a ton of servers that are up that have the BOP preloaded into it. So you can go ahead and give it a shot if that is your fancy. But also, yes, the Patreon subscribers or the VIPs of the Discord will be able to see the BOPs and then download them and then upload them to their own private servers. So we have a lot of people that join the Pit Skill and then become VIPs, or they become a Patreon supporter. And then they can see the custom BOP, and then they make their own practice servers or lobbies for endurance events like the 6 hours, the 12 hours, the 24 hours. And then they can run their own custom scenarios. No, not POV, this is BOP. What's the... Yeah, I don't understand how a custom POV would have worked. That would have been interesting. "48 minutes left in this wonderful race. Peter Dufoy into the pits now, under that limit. And we've got Herbchenko into the pits as well, with Peter DeConnick also into the pits. And Tad Szynski doing this recovery drive into 6th place right now. The Scottish, your stint was doing all right. Your fans in the chat want to know how you're doing. This is Sardnovic chasing down Caleb Driscoll. Excuse me, chasing down Jules Flint. Sorry. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. 45-minute stint is long enough. A 15-minute stint or two 50-minute stints has got to be pretty brutal around this place. But thanks for keeping in it. Thanks for trying your best. Track is very demanding, physically demanding on your body for sure. And we got Steinbeck is now in pits. Tad Szynski promoted into 5th place. Unless you're on a controller, then this track is not physically demanding. It's just mentally demanding. June. This is battle for position. Between Caleb Driscoll and Jules Flint side by side through the kink. On the inside goes the Ferrari. Can it hold down on the brakes? It goes down into first gear, and yes, it's planted. Jules Flint has nothing to say about that, apparently. Can't go anywhere. Roland Stryker is chasing down Pirello. And Roland Stryker's got 3 minutes left on his stint timer, and Thomas Pirello's got 5. So they've got to come in this lap pretty much. And they're going to be racing to the line. And this will be the final stint that these guys are racing, so that's why. Because that's not a fight anymore, unfortunately. Jules Flint is now 3 seconds back from Caleb Driscoll. Tad Szynski's into the pits. Don't you second undermine me. I already undermined myself, June. So I think Tad is going to drop down to around Jason Davies' position, so 7th, maybe even 8th, depending if Sardnovic can get it fired up in time. Here it is, the under 1 second gap between the battle for P2 and P3. Last 2 podium positions, obviously, as Paul Sedgwick has driven away. Oh, there was an incident happening. I think that's true. No, Caleb Driscoll is in front of Jules Flint. A little kerfunkel there on the timing screen. And both of these drivers coming into the pit lane. I think that's it for their stint timers. Yeah, Roland Stricker. Oh, wow, look at that gap between them at the line. That's nothing separating them. I want to see how this is all going to pan out coming out of the pit. And will Jules Flint be involved in this? I think so. Well, he was a little bit more cautious than everybody else was. Coming into the pits. And this is going to be really, really, really spicy coming out. Sergei Sebastian getting around, I think that's Chris Wright's teammate. Chris Wright and Hef Martin. Yep. Pirello and Schricker are out. Jules Flint is still in the pits though, so no damage done there. And the damage is actually the 1 second gap between these two people. Katakuzinski says, lost focus, did mistake. He had to do early pit damage, including rear left suspension. Don't race without sleep for 36 hours, guys. Yeah, that'll do it, Pig. That'll do. Man, hopefully you're feeling a little bit better after today, after watching the 24-hour, and you can get some sleep as well. Thank you for the follow, Soul Reaver. For some reason, I feel like you also had followed before, but maybe you'd received a gifted sub. And not actually a follow yet, but thank you very much. I appreciate your support now. And still looking forward to NASCAR today, Tad. Jeez Louise. Whole lot of racing going on in your household. Sergey Sebastian 1.3 back from Lepard, and 1.3 back from him is Fredrickson. So it's still anybody's game for the podium between these four drivers. Traffic will give it, and traffic will take it away for this lap for sure, depending on where they catch the Aston in front. Looks like Alex Perry probably had to repair some damage if he got caught up in this position. See, I thought so too, Soul Reaver. Interesting. That's what I thought. You've already been in the chat. You've already got a message out there too. So that's why, yeah, it's very interesting. You and Cream. Oh, that's probably right. You guys were following on the Pit Skill channel when I was streaming there. 100%. 100% that's what it was. And I called you guys out before. Yep. This must be your first time back to the Real High. Same guy, different channel though. Thank you for coming out to find me. Why is the stream not highlighted? It should be. It should be. I don't know why. If you click at the top of the screen, it'll take you to someone else. I probably registered incorrectly. That's probably what happened. I probably registered for the event using the wrong name, using the wrong URL probably. That's my mistake. Let's see if we can fix that. I mean, I know it doesn't matter at this point, but. Let me see. Yeah, like Le Mans, people are here just for the last hour. Exactly. All 34 people here today. I may have gotten it fixed. Let's see. Nope. I don't know why it's doing that. Because obviously, if you click on my name, it should bring me to the live page. Yep, that works. But for some reason, the broadcast is not linking to mine. Weird. Hopefully I'm not missing out on too much action. Half a second between Fredrickson and... Oh, Schreiker. Whoa, there was a change for position there that I missed. Well, I was trying to figure that out. Yellow flags for the 71. I'm looking for a flag for the 262. Don't see one there. No, it was not built in a day, nor do I expect this all to get resolved instantly. I will ask now that you've mentioned it to see what happened. And there looks like a dive into the pits for, whoa! For that battle of Tejre Fredrickson, that's what happened. And Tejre Fredrickson is able to get around Bergmer, yes. So many Bergs here. Old man nap. Not much, too much action. Not too much action, I should say. And I think that's Sergei Polosezek taking his pit. Yep, the final one of the race. And Sergei Sebastian still has to take theirs, and that's it right now. Pit stop done for Sergei Sebastian, and that'll be it for Polosezek as well. Sergei Sebastian doing a 33-second pit stop, so getting a full change of tires for the final stint now. Gaps are opening back up between Ben Lepard and Tejre Fredrickson. And Ben Lepard's gap is trying to get resolved here at the top of our screen. When he does exit the pit, and it seems to be about the same as where it was previously. Gaps that are kind of close. No, we're going to look at Haugstad versus Alex Perry and Ben Lepard and his teammate Thomas Perello. Gap still staying about the same. Lepard versus Fredrickson. 201.4 for Ben Lepard. 201.89, excuse me, for Ben Lepard. 201.9 as well for Fredrickson that last lap around. The gap's come down to 1.8 seconds now. They entered the pits, though, with only a 1 second gap. So it's coming and going right now. On board, maybe? You want to go on board? Listen to these things? What's up, Zeget? Welcome back, welcome back. Ben Lepard's still in front of Treasury Fredrickson. What pass? What? 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 What do you mean? It's still Sergei Sabat. Wait, what? It's 50 seconds back. Don't backseat commentary, curse people. I don't know what you're doing, June B, July Y. I don't think you know what you're saying. Third and fourth, 50. They're 60 seconds away from each other, for crying out loud. Treasury Fredrickson is still here. 1.5 seconds back. Maybe you saw a lapped car between them getting past. Just like that. That is a lap car. That is Dream Fox and Thor Holmesland in the 143, trying their best to at least just finish this 3-hour endurance race after their technical issues, like a lot of people have had earlier today. And here's where the gap is closing down at the Forest Elbow with 27 minutes left on the clock. And Ben Lepard really slow coming out of the Forest Elbow. Holmesland. What did I say? Holmesland? Holmesland. There's an extra L in there. Holmesland. 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 Get in there, Willis. What's going on? It's Whoppy. Thank you for here. Thank you for coming. Excuse me. Thank you for being here. Hope you're enjoying the show. This is the pitskill.io. In case you're not familiar, you better get familiar. Oh, Roland here. Psh, I don't need to tell you about the pitskill.io, baby. You already know, baby. Mr. Schricker. I ain't gotta tell you, baby. Let's go, man. Oh, Felix. Oh, no! That's your fault. That's your fault. 1000% that's your fault. That's not me, that's you. That's not me, that's you. 1000%. Oh my God! What an incident! No way! Now, Fredrickson's probably got at least 15 seconds worth of damage, I would think. Shevchenko's gone off at the chase. That won't have anything to do. Whoa! Samantha Tan's involved too, though, somehow. That'll be Jacob Borowick. Was there an accident there for the 115? Maybe. Let's go back and see. Looks okay here. But how do we end up off the track? Maybe letting the leader by will do it? Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! What a nasty tank slapper. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Everyone's losing their cars now, left, right, and center. And thank you for the follow on the official Pitskill IO channel. Although we are on the Real Highs channel. Thank you very much. Wow, that's crazy. Jason Davies battling it out with Fred Srdnovic. Treasurer Fredrickson having to come into the pits now. Thank you for the follow. It's Whoppy. Appreciate the love and support. Yeah, Fredrickson into the pits now after that damage, it seems. Shevchenko still out there. Somehow, I think he's going to have to come into the pits. Steering wheel still straight, though. Maybe he's keeping on pace that he expects. Davies going through on Srdnovic, maybe. No, Srdnovic going through on Davies, yes. "22 minutes left in this race. It's still anybody's game. More still left on the table, that's for sure." Oh, Haugstad. Oh no, Haugstad's going the wrong way at the Dippa. Trying to go the wrong way around. Let's see how the 71 got into this predicament. And you're probably wondering how I got here. Going over the runoff area and then coming back in, but then just losing it at the Dippa for some reason. Like the back end was just faster than the front, even after he had gotten the car restabilized. Really strange, and he's still holding on. He's clear, clear, clear. And clear all around. Ooh, who? Oh, H-Dog. We don't call him the H-Dog for nothing. Ripperoni, rest in pepperonis. Ashley Clark trying to chase down her top 10, or better than top 10, let's say, as Ashley Clark is chasing down Bergmer. 1.5 seconds back from the Burger King, the True King. Did Chris Wright crash earlier? Yeah. Chris Wright had a few incidences, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Soul Reaver. Things looking pretty tidy here for the Ashley Clark, Caleb Driscoll team trying to chase down the Bergamer team. Because it's Hef Martin and Chris Wright, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, definitely some incidences with them. I think Chris Wright had an incident, gave it over to Hef, and then Hef crashed right after that on his first lap. On the inside, looks Ashley Clark. Is there breaking enough distance there? Wow, that's super late. Holds on to the apex and goes through. What a clean pass from Ashley Clark. That is neat and tidy as ever on the Bergamer. Bergmer, not Bergamer. Bergmer. Bergmer. Very nice and clean pass. You do love to see those, Dingbat Dave. I really do love to see those. On God, as the children say these days, on God. That was a good pass. I believe that's what the children say. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the derivative of that term is from the French term for en garde. Like, en garde, you know? But now the children say on God because they couldn't pronounce en garde. You know, like drawing your sword and saying like, en garde, I'm gonna fight you to the death. So now the kids just say en garde, you know, with a little bit of throat, you know, a little bit in the back of their throat. En garde, en garde, en garde. Oh, God. Subscribe to Real Facts with the Real High at any time by hitting the subscription button down below. And if you are a child with an actual opinion of this, get out of the way. Get out of here. What's up, KFM Online, you lurker? Sounds like a homeless people gibberish. Yeah. That's about right. You're not wrong about that. Sounds like something a flat earther would say. Yep. Real Facts with the Real High doesn't research anything he says. Did you know that despite everybody saying that cats have 9 lives, they actually only have 1 life? Press 1 to subscribe to Cat Facts. Press 2 to unsubscribe from Cat Facts. Press 3 for an additional Cat Facts today. Your Cat Facts is incoming. Incoming Cat Facts. That was a Cat Facts. F-A-X, not F-A-C-T-S. I got him! Damn it. Why did you clip that? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry, Dingbat Dave. You don't deserve this from me. You don't deserve me. You deserve someone better. 15.5 minutes left. I'm not even. I'm almost 120 days sober. On God, sucker, you've insulted me and I demand satisfaction. 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 That kind of satisfaction? I can't get no satisfaction. Yeah. It sounded like a bottle being squeezed? Oh my god. So what happens when you leave me alone without a partner? Exactly. Not with a partner, without a partner for 3 hours. This is what happens when 15 teams sign up for a 3-hour event. How have we gotten here? So you're probably wondering how we got here, McScottish, huh? Well, you see what had happened is that I started spying on teams in their stream channels, and I don't know. and then I decided that probably wasn't a good idea because someone pointed out that it's probably not going to turn out as well as I thought eventually, which was a great point. So I stopped doing that, and then eventually I just started having fun with June, and then now everybody's getting involved. So, did you know that lions are territorial? Press 1 for additional cat facts. I didn't say that, June. I said I'm having fun with you. Did you know? Oh, thank you for subscribing for more cat facts. Soul Reaver, thank you very much for subscribing to more cat facts. Instant Inferno. Did you know that cat poop has a chemical in it that causes humans to develop Alzheimer's earlier than most people? Individuals with cats have a higher ratio of Alzheimer instances than other people. Whoa! On the inside, that was awfully close for Herbanchko. And going through on Gert Haugstad. Did you know that buttons 2 and 3 do not work and only cause you to press button 1 again? Press 1 for cat facts, press 2 for lion facts, press 3 for dolphin facts. No, don't unfollow to unsubscribe from Cat Facts Forever. Oh man. 10 positions gained for Sardnovic, 4 for Jason Davies. Who else do we have here for big gains? Ben Lepard gains 4, Sergey Sebastian's gained 4. We've got Darren Putman down 6, and Hef Martin's down 4. Hugstad's down 2. Ashley Clark's only down 1 for the qualifying position, but still was up there at the top for quite a while. Ooh, are there devil facts or facts you may want to not know? Interesting fact about your caster, Sagar Bakshi. I used to be in the Air Force and push a big red button. I can't tell you how many times I've pressed the red button, but I can tell you that it's happened before and will most likely happen again in our lifetime. How is that for a evil and deadly fact? You know what, Scottish, you blow up one small country that nobody even recognizes as a country, and all of a sudden people are up in arms about nuclear warfare. God. On God. On God. Back to square one. I'm not that old, McScottish. Jesus. I'm not that old. On God, Geek Curious. On God. Where's Hef Martin? Hef Martin was going a little slower than normal, but I think just letting the 114 by of Daniel Bergmer. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wanted devilish facts, right? I told you something devilish about my life. 20 years younger than Geek Furious? I think we've established that. Maybe? Oh, here's Haugstad. Doing a nice little pirouette. Let's see what happened to him. Just cooks it into the cutting. Chopping it up, as the kids say. And then gets that car rotated right around and back onto the track. I think my dad's in his 60s now. Yeah, my dad's in his 60s. Yeah, he's double my age. Yeah, he's 66. He had me at 28. Yeah. No. 31. So he's not 66. This would have been 2-3 years ago. That would have been even double my age. Ah, okay. Yeah, my brother was born 3 years earlier than me. And I always remember that my brother said, you know, I'm half my dad's age because I'm his age when I was born. And I kind of blew my mind. I was like, well, that's going to happen to me one day. And then it happened and I totally forgot about it. I was too busy dealing with the dramas of real life. Does anybody want to hear more depressing facts? I've got tons of them. My little brother is 16 years younger than me because my parents had enough after one, or so they thought. You want more Sauger lore? Oh, man. I don't know about Sauger lore, but I can give you more depressing facts about the world. Oh, okay. More Sauger lore. Okay, I got one. Are you aware that your beloved broadcaster and commentator, Sagar Bakshi, his name is not pronounced Sagar Bakshi. It's Sagar Bakshi. Did you know that your beloved broadcaster, Sagar Bakshi, is a certified rescue scuba diver? No, Geek Furious. It was a 10-minute mile and a half, okay? We had to run a 10-minute mile and a half because I was in the Air Force. You jerk. So basically, we were running 6-minute mile paces for 2 miles straight. Because they'd always make us do PT before we did our mile run. So you basically go out and run a half a mile. Oh, Soul Reaver asks, what is my disability, if you don't mind me asking? I don't. Let's go ahead and get this off the table then. So, I am a airport... smack myself in the face with my microphone as I'm trying to get close enough to give you guys some insight on what's going on. God, Strugsy. Not enough. Yeah, my disability is my inability to drive race cars fast. My favorite Army joke is, what do they call early morning PT in the Air Force? Lunch? Oh, you bastards. You guys are bastards. Soul Reaver, what is my disability, if you don't mind me asking? So I have a couple of disabilities. So my primary disability is my lower back. I have herniated and crushed L4, L5, and my sciatica, which has led me to sciatica. So my S1 is displaced, meaning my hips are displaced frequently. And that's just from like driving, walking, sitting, standing. You know, often my hips will literally pop out of its socket. You know, like, you know, you hear about dislocated shoulders. So my hips will pop out of socket and I'll have to realign them or like pull my leg back in. So that's kind of hard. And, you know, just kind of people ask like, how'd you do it? I was like, well, I just did my job. And then my secondary or my primary disability from the military has been my PTSD and my trauma. I've had a lot of PTSD, major depressive disorder, and the symptoms and the warm, fuzzy stuff that comes with having mental health issues. So yeah, it's really, really, really hard for me to kind of get over some of the things I did. I joked about, very lightly about, what I did just a couple minutes ago, but those kind of things they stay with me for the rest of my life. So I don't mean to end this on I don't mean to be so somber about this, but I'm getting the help I need, thank God now, and I'm doing a lot better. And I genuinely do say that the Pitskill IO has helped me be cured of a lot of my mental health issues, because you guys have given me a community, a sense of belonging, and a mission to complete. It reminds me of my time in the service that I loved a lot of. You guys give me a weekly broadcast, something to look forward to every single week, at least one event a week that I get to look forward to broadcast. I get to hang out with 40 people that really love what I do, what I put out, and I hear all these accolades about me, even though I don't believe them because of my mental health issues. You guys constantly boost me up with, gifted subs, follows, even just showing up to have a conversation with me. It's really lifted my spirits more than any pill on the counter could do, more than any therapist I've ever worked with. And I've worked with a lot of them. So I'm so grateful to be a part of this community and you guys giving me a second lease on life, because I definitely would have been back to where I was last year without you guys. And I'm just really glad that I found you folks. And I'm appreciative for Ben for reaching out and all the support he has given me and Terry has given me and you all giving me. I'm really lucky to have something to look forward to every single week. Thank you, bastards. Thank you, guys. Just remember to hit 1 for more cat facts, okay? Thanks, guys. Thanks, Kestrel Fox. Hey, more importantly, if you have more than one Sauger, it's a group of Saugers or simply a Sagi. Actually, in Spanish, we would be Sagamos. A group of Saugers. Thank you guys. Thank you guys a lot. You guys really rock. And thank you for asking the question, Soul Reaver. No, I didn't. No, you didn't at all. It was about time I got it out of the bag. And Soul Reaver, it honestly helps me feel a little bit better now that I'm not hiding anything from anybody. Thanks, Dave. Thanks a lot, Dave, for saying that. I didn't realize I had the influence to people to get into Pitskill. I didn't realize I had the influence to bring the best out of them. I want to be a part of something that's been so good to me. I'm glad everybody is getting something out of it. Thanks, Chris, 1985, for the subscription, brother. Thank you very much, man. Lexi is not on screen. No, she is not. She's up on the bed, getting upset at me over why we woke up late. Geek Furious, I'm worried someone's gonna steal him away from us once they figure out how awesome he is. Well, man, it's already actually happened. Someone reached out after I was streaming with the Pitskill, and they saw some of my other broadcasts for you guys, and they said, "Hey, are you available still for commentating on races?" And they were like, "Yeah, we want you to commentate on Fridays." And I was like, I'm a little preoccupied right now. I have a lot going on, this, that, and the third. And, oh, no, Jert Hogstad. I think that's how the move got done. Yeah, that's how Chris Wright's teammate was able to get by of Hef Martin. And it looks like Hef may have had an incident getting collided with a wall, and then Jert getting collected of his own. Leader's on the last lap of the race as Jert's trying to limp it home. I think he's going to try to wait for the leader to get by him. The 74 is not too far away, and he shouldn't lose that. Oh, he will lose another position, possibly. No, he won't lose another position, excuse me. Jacob Borowick is an entire lap down, so he can wait at the line for the leaders to come through. Soul Reaver is looking to buy his first wheel. I have a CSL Elite wheelbase with a whole bunch of modifications to it. So I have the load cell pedals with 3D printed elastomers, and I've got a hydraulic brake throttle pedal set up, F1 rim, those kinds of things. All of my stuff is discontinued now, though. All of my stuff is discontinued. Frank Burkham taking P1. Ben Lepard in P2. Sergey Sebastian will take third. Tejre Fredrickson in P4. And P5 for Alexander Herbenchko. 6 for Free Farage, or Novik's team. And Jason Davies, 7. Darren Putman in 8th. Ashley Clark in 9th. Daniel Bergmer in 10th. Alex Perry in 11th. Hef Martin in 12th. Jert Hogstad in 13th, Jacob Borowick in 14th, and 15th going to Holmes. Customer Fox, what microphone do I use? Because mine is 2-room echo-ish. I use a Yeti Blue microphone. It's a World of Warcraft edition. The links to all my PC specs and stuff are down low. I don't have my wheelbase setup stuff in there as well. I should add that. But I do have all of that stuff down below, and the Yeti Blue I think is actually on sale right now for just over $100, and I use a Yeti Boom. Oh, so Kestrel Fox, no, it's not your room. It's you need to put it on cardioid mode. There's specific directional sounds that you should use, and so if you click the button so that you have like the half moon with like a little bump in it, that's the mode you should use to not get the kind of echoey sound. Believe me. Geek Furious, you're gonna do it, so I have to say your name one day. I think enough people like the Moza rims, the Moza setups, direct drive, for that to be it. Let's take a look at the highlight reel real quick. We'll run an ad and be right back. Stand by, y'all. Thank you very much for the support. As always, if any of the drivers want to get in for an interview, please go ahead and get up in the waiting for interview room, and I'll drag you guys in. Don't even feel sorry for having Fanatec be too hard to get in your country. It's bad. It's hard to actually even get parts in the United States, to be honest with you. Yeah, so don't hold your breath. Let's see, is anybody waiting for an interview? Not yet. We're just gonna go through some of the replays or the highlights first. Yeah, Fanatec is sort of in the toilet now. I can't even get replacement parts for my stuff because they discontinued them, and then now they're even hoarding on the parts. So when you put in an order, it's not great. So the only reason I'm trying to hold on to the stuff I have with all the money I put in is truly because I own it already, and it's not worth it for me to try to buy something new and then get used to it all and redo my rig and all that BS. If any of the drivers want to get in for the interview room, go ahead and get in, but right now we're holding on fast. Yeah, I would trust a Moses setup over anything else. I have my friends telling me all the time that the Moza rims are really, really, really nice to use. That was actually a really great race. Despite the no action, that was a lot of respect given. We didn't see a lot of incidents happen on the mountain. We didn't see a lot of calamity or drivers getting collected by each other. A lot of respect being shown by some of the back markers to be predictable and stay on the racing line. Brother, you gotta talk to my friend Stony, Geek Furious, because my friend is trying to run his Moza rim at 100%, and he's wondering why it's like, you know, he can only drive for like 10 minutes straight. It like drives me nuts. I keep telling him, like, brother, I see you driving like with your entire body. You need to turn the wheelbase down. It's crazy. I don't know why he does that continuously. Punisher Rose says he's got the craziest race finish ever. What happened? We're kind of just cruising and chatting the entire time while the race finished. For the last 20 minutes, I think we were all just crying here. No fuel, no stint timer. You're kidding. Let's see what the prediction says. 0.02. 2 seconds. 2 seconds on your stint timer. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, no audio. No audio. Oh, no audio and had no fuel. Oh, wow. For him, I think. What's up, Wesky? Oh, we've got Caleb Driscoll and Ashley Clark. Excuse me, we do. Let's grab them both in right now. Sorry. Hello, Ashley Clark. Hello, Caleb Driscoll. Now you guys are in the interview room.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Doing
Sweet.
pretty good.
Guys, gals, and dingbats? Oh, excuse me.
Sweating from head to toe, to be
Oh,
quite
really?
perfectly honest. Yes.
How much of that did you drive, Ashley, versus how much did Caleb drive? You guys almost split it down the middle?
Pretty much. Caleb drove a little bit extra. Just because we had a small moment, if you remember, and Caleb came in and fixed the
Yes.
damage and went straight back out, so...
Right
pretty
there at
neat.
the edge of the cutting, right?
Yes.
Yes, when
Yeah.
you gave him the commentator's curse.
Well,
Yeah.
not really. I was
do you
talking
mean,
about
not
my
really?
fucking incidents.
No,
And-
but you were looking at Caleb and you were like, hey, Caleb's gonna do fine. He's not gonna wreck anything or anybody. And then what happened? You know?
I mean, in all fairness, it's easy enough to do. Like, it is a very easy corner to just run ever so slightly wide on and
Oh,
touch
sure.
the grass. And if you're
But
on the
you didn't have
throttle
to
and this
curse him
thing
like
is-
that, like Indiana
I
effing
didn't
Jones.
curse him. I didn't curse him. We had someone. We had someone in the chat cursing everyone at one stage. So
Yeah, that's June, unfortunately. She's a new moderator and she doesn't know her powers just yet. I'll have to brush her up on what the commentator's curse is and how that works.
oh god.
Yeah, sorry.
But to be quite perfectly honest, I absolutely love driving with Caleb. Like, having someone in the car who's on the same pace is definitely a bit different. But I will say it does make me a bit sad as Will was actually able to do the entire thing. Will was actually around to do the entire thing. We weren't sure if he was going to be, and sure enough, Murphy's Law struck, and he was around. He could have actually done it. So, but it is the unknown, and to be quite perfectly honest, I'm happy to just. I mean, I think both of us are pretty happy to just finish where we started, and I mean, as you say, as your stream says, last dance of the season, it is definitely a dance to get to get cars around this track.
Yeah, and Caleb, what was your experience with the Mustang coming into this?
So yeah, I mean, coming into it, I didn't have any experience with the Mustang, and then through a lot of practice, I figured out how the car drives and how to drive it. Not well enough to keep it completely off the walls, I guess, but it felt really good, all things considered.
And so not having that experience obviously didn't hurt you too much. You guys talked about being on the same pace. How comfortable is that to be able to push each other just that little bit more with having similar paces?
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's interesting because you know that you're probably going to be able to make up positions when the driver swap happens, because since we're on similar pace, it's nice to have that confidence going into a driver swap that your pace is going to be, spot on.
That makes a lot of sense. And that just must make you feel just that much better that if you need to go take a break or if you need to pass the car over, you're not losing out on positions. It's going to be exactly where you left it pretty much, barring any mistakes.
Yeah.
Unalienable mistakes, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Like, I mean, during and throughout the race, I think it's hard to tell because Caleb's second stint was kind of a bit of a cluster. Just because obviously he made the split decision to come into the pits and then went back out on track with like 119 litres of fuel, so the car was extremely heavy, like it was rimmed.
Yeah.
So we did lose out a bit there, but I mean at the same time too, like having someone in the car who is on the pretty much identical pace to what I am, like for example, his hot lap time is like 0.02 of a second faster than mine.
Oh wow.
So it is, yeah, like we're definitely very well matched on pace in this car. When Caleb jumps in his 296, not so much, but
well, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens on Wednesday coming up to our America's Challenge race. I might fucking bin it in that race too.
No, I don't see that happening, not even in the slightest, man. I do want to ask though, so Ashley, you had made the setup, is that correct?
Yeah, it was mostly me, and then I threw it to Caleb, and he made some small changes, and then I threw it back again.
Gotcha. I was going to ask you, so like what were the setup changes, or what were the setup differences from one driver to the next? And Caleb, how'd you get on with that?
So originally, yeah, we sort of ran a lower wing setup and a higher brake bias, and that ended up being pretty squirrely on the exits of corners. So yeah, we made some adjustments. We decided to go with a full wing setup, lower the brake bias a bunch, and yeah, I mean it felt really good to drive at the end. So not too much problems with tire wear. I mean, even at the end of a 50-minute stint, tires still felt pretty good.
Wow.
So yeah.
And then Ashley, how did you feel about that with the setup being handed back to you that way, or did you guys just agree on that was going to be the way you wanted to run it?
So, funnily enough, when I threw the setup at Caleb, we had a bit of a problem. Funnily enough, at the BP Ultimate corner coming up the hill, where it would get really light on the rear end and would just step out, and it was constant, like every lap, no matter how safe you were trying to take it, it would do it. And I was actually, funnily enough, talking to Will at the time, and Will said, try it on max wing. There's no reason to run a lower wing setup around here.
Yeah, right.
And at this point, I'd already set the setup back to Caleb with like lowering the preload on the diff and stuff, and stiffening and softening the rear of the car a bit, just to try and settle it down. And I put full wing on, put the brake bias back to about, I think it was 49.1 or something, and it was just immediately so much quicker. It was ridiculous. Yeah, so Will
Yeah,
really
just
at
that.
the end
Yeah, those
came in.
couple changes really like improved my pace by like a second and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just having that much more confidence in the car then, with that full wing, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
That's mind-blowing. Jeez.
And like I say, Will was the one who came in clutch pretty much with that advice. And yeah, like I mean, I altered the setup slightly to do double dashes and the shorter races. So it's a little bit more hot than the endurance setup. But honest to God, like there was a few moments where it was.
You mean on guard? On guard.
Yeah. You know.
Uh-huh.
But there was a few moments where it was like, this is feeling a little sketch, and then you get around the next lap and it's like, actually no, that was the wrong line. Like you kind of learn with the car where you can push it and where you can't. And a couple of us definitely found those limits today, especially Caleb at the bottom of Conroy.
Oh yeah, a lot of drivers felt the mountain today, feeling her lovely, voluptuous curves and walls that are so stiff, unforgiving, like my mother's
You know,
backhand.
if you don't scrape the wall, are you really even driving?
Exactly. You know,
That is very true.
if you're not getting a little slap of your butt into the wall of Mount Panorama, are you really working the TC off? I don't think so.
Yeah, see, it's funny because like Will actually commented towards the end of the race why were we running such high TC? Funnily enough, the Mustang's TC system is almost as broken as the Ferraris, where you can run a really high TC2 and it doesn't cut in at all. So we were running like 5 and 7 on TC, and it stabilizes the car so much more when you're like, because the Mustang notoriously in first gear it has all the torque in the world. So being able to basically plant your foot in first gear with that amount of TC and it not cut in at all and not really affect the lap time whatsoever was, it is a big change.
And then, what is TC2 really doing? Is that the electronic TC? Is that the manual TC? What are we looking at when TC2 gets kicked in?
So it depends on the car. Sometimes, like in certain vehicles, TC2 means a different thing. Normally, TC2 is only used for the wet. Like in the Porsche, it's a little different to something like, per se, I think the McLaren has TC2 from memory. But some cars, it's lateral slide for TC2, and other cars, it's just how aggressive the TC cuts in. So it's really kind of car dependent. Yeah.
Gotcha. Right on. Thanks for letting me know. Because, the Lexus obviously does not have TC2. It barely has TC in general. Because in 2018, I don't think TC was even invented. No, I'm just kidding. Of course it was. But, that car is older than dirt. So it doesn't have the same features as some of these newer cars, like you're saying. The new Ferrari, the McLaren, the BMW, and I believe the Mustang all have TC2 added to their repertoire of things to be thrown at the wall for electronic stability control. And that's really interesting to bring up, that some of the drivers are going to be using that to their advantage, and some of the drivers just really not having that tool at their disposal.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's very car dependent. I actually found out when running the Mustang at Zandvoort how much quicker it was with Jack McCone, funnily enough. Both him and I were roughly on the same pace when I was driving the Aston. Switched into the Mustang, and someone had told me about the TC settings that they were running, so I thought, well, I may as well give it a try. And with a little bit of practice, it was like 0.3 a lap faster, because it was just so much more stable. You weren't having to worry so much about throttle control, more than just plant your foot and go.
Sure. Oh, 100%. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about? I don't want to keep you too long from getting your well-deserved rest after 3 hours of sweating and racing.
ain't no rest for the wicked, mate. I still got work.
Oh, good luck for you at work, and hopefully you'll see you guys back on track again soon later today. That'll be a lot of fun to get involved with. Maybe at the 11:30 GT Daily. That'll be fun.
Yeah, not so much me. It doesn't really work in with my time. I'd have to pretty
I know
much join
you.
at the end of qualifying.
I know you,
to be
it
able to
doesn't
have
work
enough
out.
time.
I know you it doesn't work out, but I know for Mr. Driscoll, if he wants to get sweaty again, he'll have the ability to do so in an hour, half an hour.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
Go grab
see.
some lunch.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, let me throw some sandwiches down, some PB&Js
Yeah.
down, and I'll be right back at it.
Yeah.
That's all right. Sagar could order something. I've given him some more lunch money.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. No. I actually have groceries today. So I'm gonna actually warm something up in my microwave or in my air fryer. Air fryer over microwave all day of the week. I will die on this hill. Don't even get me started on air fryer facts. Okay, everybody. Oh man, this thing is lifesaver. This interview is brought to you by Ninja Foodie Air Fryer, and
There
get
it
your
is.
Ninja Foodie at your nearest Ninja distributor here today, and use code
gonna-
The Real High for 10% off of your Ninja order.
I was gonna say I'm not going to add to that because you've seen the primary sponsor on the side of our car.
Oh
So-
yes. Shall be nameless on my channel. Thank you very much, and thank you for the follow, KFM Online. Appreciate the support.
I mean, hey, at least Chris Wright finally got to see the BD team, as
Nice.
we call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bet you that'll be a topic of conversation.
Right on. I'll leave that for his VODs later. Thank you guys so much for the interview. I'm gonna wrap it up here and go ahead and grab some lunch before the next race. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming into the interview booth. You guys are the only brave souls here today, but thank you very much for coming to hang out.
No worries,
Yeah,
dude.
thank you. Thanks for hosting.
No worries, brother.
Yeah.
Later.
See ya.
Later.
All right, everybody. Thank you for the follow, KFM Online. If I didn't say so, I think I did say so, but we're doing all right now, everybody. Gotta say thank you very much for all the love. Thank you very much for all the support. As always, you guys are just a phenomenal group of people. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on the planet right now other than here and during this 3-hour race. That's why I put in so much effort to get back into the servers. Restarting everything, trying to find the land information that we needed. A lot of different trial and errors to get to where we're at today, especially today with the server issues. And I just gotta say thank you very much for everybody in chat, everybody in the Discord who went out of their way to message me the information and trials and things that I needed to try out. Because they ended up working, obviously, and we didn't have a single disconnection for the entire event, so that's great to see on the ACC side that we got things working again. Apologize for missing the qualifying session, obviously, but we got the majority of this race taken care of as far as the broadcast is concerned. Like I said, you guys make this stream possible. It's the drivers coming out here, all 36 of them, coming out here, 38, excuse me, they're coming out, trying their best, doing their best, putting on a show for 3 hours straight, getting sweaty, volunteering their own time, and then there's on top of that the viewers that aren't even racing, the people that just have us up in the background, or the people that have us on full screen on their TVs. You guys make this possible. You guys make this the most entertaining thing for me to do on a Sunday morning. And the comments in chat keep me the most entertained next to all of the driving that's happening. And it's just great. I couldn't be any happier with the way things are turning out. And I got to thank the Pit Skill crew, team, staff, everybody for giving me this platform to vent, to share, to stream on, to get some gifted subs from, get some subscriptions from, promote my own YouTube channel, have my own moderators in here again. I really appreciate it so much. You guys are a lovely group of people, and again, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else or part of any other community. Every place has got its difficulties, every place has got its growing pains, but I could honestly say that the Pit Skull has got 99% of its stuff figured out. They're really working to develop a great platform for their drivers, for their commentators, for their broadcasters, for their staff members. See you later, Soul Reaver. So I can't say anything else. It's all out here on the table. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I do want to say, as always, when I close out here, everybody, thank you again. But remember, first and foremost, please stay safe. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Bye.